My name is Christopher Botti. I'm an ecclesiastical artist and owner of Botti Studios. And the studio's origins go back to the 16th century on my father's side and the 17th century on my mom's side. Both families had ecclesiastical studios. What we work in is stained glass, mosaic, marble, painting and decorating, decorative plasterwork, sculpture, skylights, carved doors, anything that you would see in interior or exterior of a church, a synagogue. When I'd see my grandfather and I'd see my dad and my mom work, I was amazed at what they could do. My parents stayed, in that business so long, to mature us in it, and guide us. My younger brother had passed away, and my father had passed away recently over the last 3 years. My younger brother was a single parent, so now I'm bringing up his 3 teenage daughters. And now I feel that same obligation to want to do for my brother's children too, because I can see the eagerness in them, to take on this family tradition. So I just end up becoming a vehicle, and it gives me a worth as a human being that I didn't have before. Things happen and you search for an answer. Sometimes I'm at a church and there's a funeral, so we got to stop working. We sit in the balcony and you hear somebody, a pastor or a minister, talk about this person or about just the meaning of life. A little from the Protestant, a little from the Episcopalian, a little from the Jewish, a little from the Bible Baptist on the south side. So you learn from all these different people about God. We were working down in Loop Synagogue, and it always impressed me that in the morning they would have prayers. And Rabbi Crow would go in and they would have their service, and then they would have breakfast afterwards, and they would all sit and talk about what he read to them and how would that be implemented in their daily life. Well, he'd always tell me and my brother to come down off the scaffold if we want, and we'd sit there, and these were high-powered business people downtown. We were young in our 17 or 18, but it always impressed me how he could make them start their day, with God in it. You see a good orator to get up and speak at a church, and they don't have to, they can just draw from the moment, almost as if someone's speaking and motivating them. And all of a sudden, it's almost they're outside of themselves. You want to put the label of God on that, or you want to say it was a Holy Spirit. I guess, you could put whatever you believe on that, but you realize there's something more than just yourself in you. You have this ability, and you're using it to create something. You feel a responsibility that, like a good carpenter, making a good joint. He wants that's his pride, and he wants people to look at that and respect that. They want to do what's right by the piece. When all of a sudden you have a change in life, you turn towards something spiritually, or things that can soothe the soul. Those types of things give me joy now.